So, hello again, Murray the Pie Man here to play a bit more of Star Trek 25th Anniversary. Now, a bit of behind the scenes stuff first. So, I've noticed I've not been having the time to sit down and do videos of late, so one of my plans is this might be more disjointed first, because, background, I've just put my children to bed, so I reckon I'm going to get some interruptions, but also I thought I'm going to try and record in possibly shorter bursts. That way I can maybe patch a number of episodes together, and I basically do a bit more editing on my part, but hopefully it should mean I can get more videos done if I can only do kind of 3 episodes rather than if I could do it sort of in shorter bursts, basically. That said, you might also notice the channel's now got an identity. Like I say, it's still called Murray Christensen, but I have now given this sort of series title Pie Man Plays Star Trek, and I'm hoping to kind of bundle everything under Pie Man Plays. So expect when I change games, maybe not when I do like those little sojourns to Wing Commander or other things, but if I change the main thing I'm doing, I'm probably going to change the Pie Man Plays as well. So that's been Pie Man. So remember last time we were doing this Klingon challenge and we put these 3 gems in. Now, little secret, I tried to see what the other gems did. They result in a not great result, so I'm going to do the walkthrough that I've looked through did, and say, walk this yellow thingy.
This is Bialbi, the most advanced life form on this world. Thank you for informing us of the situation. It shall be resolved. Admiral Vlicht, this is the defensive system of Rakur. You have engaged in genocidal activities on this world. Have you anything to say before your sentence is passed?
Kirk! This is your doing!
No, Admiral, it is not. But that will suffice as a final public statement. The sentence is banishment to you and all members of your crew who were involved in this action.
You have no right to try me!
I have as much right as you to conduct trials on this planet. You showed no justice to your victim. The penalty for injustice is death.
Kirk!
Hoist on your own petard, eh, Vlicht? Do you want me to help you? You tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save him.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Agreed.
A life for a life is a just bargain, but his crimes are beyond count.
I do not see what can be served by more
That
killing.
sounded like a video victory noise.
An advanced concept. Naive, perhaps, but charming in its simplicity. Admiral Vlicht, the entity Quetzalcoatl shall be set free. If you ever return to this sector, the sentence shall be carried out. No Klingon vessel may ever return to this world.
Very well. I agree to your terms.
As for you, Captain, you may return. I find your social development most pleasing.
I fear that politics will make it impossible. Your planet is in Klingon space, but I don't understand why the Klingons never detected you.
Their archaeological digs did come close, Captain, but I am very elusive. I waited and monitored the situation and chose to reveal myself to you. Now you may go. Heed my warning, Vlicht. I shall not be merciful a second time.
Hey, we didn't kill a red shirt.
Klingon ship leaving the area.
We will be setting course for Digifal. It's the closest thing to a home that Quetzalcoatl has.
It would appear everything worked out for the best.
Except for the people of Rakur, Mr. Spock. Except for the dead.
Yeah, Spock, remember that genocide? Yeah.
We have read your report on the problems at Rakur and evaluate your performance at 100%.
Well,
You
thank
and
you.
your crew received
Thank
4
people who
commendation
walked
points.
through.
A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
That old devil moon.
Message from Starfleet, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The Enterprise will proceed to the Alpha Proxima system. While the indigenous race on Proxima 3 has not reached a technological level commensurate with entering the Federation, and therefore under the protection of the Prime Directive of non-interference, we do maintain a discrete monitoring satellite. It has picked up activity from an asteroid in an elliptical orbit. You are to investigate without interfering with life on the planet.
According to the library computer, the Alpha Proxima system has 5 planets and an asteroid belt. A large asteroid is heading towards the inner planets and should pass close by Proxima 3. It passes through the interior of the system once every 200 years. The people of Proxima 3 call it Scythe, the same name as their god of war.
God of War, Mr. Spock? Isn't that a bit surprising from a people whose technology matches 20th century Earth?
Considering the level of warfare during that century,
No,
I'm surprised
Kirk,
that
I think
the
other
Earth
people are
did
gods
not
of
have
war.
a god of war. In any case, about a millennium ago, Proxima 3 suffered a globally devastating war.
Blew themselves back to the Stone Age, Mr. Spock?
Late Bronze Age, Ensign. They rebuilt their world in half the time it had taken to get there originally. But the Armageddon was mythologized as a battle between the Sophs and Lucars. In that war, the planet was raised, and all the gods died except Scythe. He had rained fury down upon the world, then went off on a long dance of victory. His return is a time for worldwide soul-searching and atonement.
And
Good
Scythe
discreet
returns and
satellite.
our monitoring station picks up activity.
It would seem that we should proceed to Alpha Proxima and scan Scythe.
Okay, so first things first. Because of my habit of going to the wrong place, I will save.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Right. So, Alpha Proxima. Let's pull up my map. Where is it? There we go. So I've got the map up here coming up on my phone, so let's yeah. Alpha Proxima is number 12 in the map. So it seems to be this one. Well, let's hope I'm right. Here we go. Now, this mission, having had a glance, I say glance, full on read. Yeah. Did I see a planet? Where are we? Let's get into orbit.
Entering standard orbit.
Right.
A sensor scan of Scythe reveals surface features consistent with damage left by a nuclear attack. It would seem to have been a target during Proxima's war.
Scythe rained fury down on the planet and then left on a dance of victory. A missile base, Captain?
It would seem to make sense.
Captain, I just monitored a narrow beam message from Scythe to Proxima 3. I don't have it all. I just caught a bit of the initial burst. I'm attempting a translation, but it appears to be a computer code.
Any response from the planet?
The Proxtrites will not have the equipment necessary to understand and reply to that code for another 25.6 years at their present rate of development. Still translating, Captain.
Right. Now, this mission's interesting because, if I remember...
Still translating, Captain.
Sounds awful like Spock. Right.
I suggest we beam down, sir.
Okay.
The surface is hostile, but survivable for a short time.
So, if I remember correctly, we should first look up things that you see. If you beam down in this, you get stuck because you don't know what you're doing and there's no way around. Most people fall foul of this. So, the first thing we'll do is search for Scythe.
Scythe. A large asteroid in an elliptical orbit in the
That's not
Alpha
my job,
Proxima
Barrett.
system. Spectral analysis of
wonder
its
if she wasn't
composition
available.
indicates
Unusual,
that it
'cause
has
she's usually
minimal
the first.
atmosphere, and that it was once a moon of the planet Proxtra, hurled out of its orbit by a catastrophe. The 17th letter of the Lucre alphabet is named Scythe, probably not by coincidence.
Let's try Lucre.
Topic not available, Captain.
Did I spell that right?
Lucres, one of the two ancient cultures of Proxtra.
Got to admit it, I wish the computer was more
The Lucres
user-friendly,
believed
like
that a
links
man
and stuff.
who made the most of his ability was a god. Their individualism put themselves at odds with the communitarianism of the Sophs. The Lucres used Base 3. Their organization was based on units of 3, making up sets of 99. The number 99 was known to have religious importance to them.
Hopefully I'll take note of that. Base 3 and 99. Let's go for Sophs now.
Sophs, one of the 2 ancient races of Proxtrae. They lived in a highly advanced culture that valued the community ahead of the individual, which put them in
it's not
conflict with the
communists
Lucres.
and Americans
The
again, is it?
Sophs used Base 4 in their mathematics, and their organization was based on units of 4 to make up sets of 100.
So 99 and 100 are significant. Let's go for it. I am following a walkthrough in this.
The
Because
mathematical
you have to
basis
look
for the
through these
Lucre
math.
culture.
Very tricky puzzle,
There are
not very
3
obvious.
numbers in Base 3, 0, 1, and 2. Thus 3 in Base 3 is 1, 0. 4 is 1, 1. 5 is 1, 2. 6 is 2, 0. 9 is 1, 0, 0. 17 is 1,
I think this
2,
could be worth
2.
taking a note of.
And 99 is 1, 0, 2, 0, 0.
Let's go for Base 4 now. Can you guess what I
Base
think is going to be a
4.
puzzle? It's a combination
The
lock.
mathematical basis for the Sophs culture. There are 4 numbers in Base 4, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Thus 4 in Base 4 is 1, 0. 7 is 1, 3. 8 is 2, 0. 12 is 3, 0. And 16 is 1, 0, 0.
Still translating, Captain.
Well, let's see if I've done enough. Again, I should probably keep my walkthrough up because this mission I remember being an absolute pain. So let's just keep this walkthrough here. Alright. So hopefully it does seem to say it, so.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the comm.
Let's beam down and see what's what.
Captain, Mr. Scott wishes to speak with you.
Mr. Scott?
Aye, we've had some slight problems with the transporters.
Oh, really?
We didn't notice anything beaming down.
Just a glitch in the main transporter program. Mr. Kyle is loading a backup and we're performing tests. The transporters will be down for about an hour.
That will still give us plenty of time, Scotty.
I know. I have the lads in engineering doing a complete overhaul of the ship's systems.
Good, Mr. Scott. I'll keep you posted. Kirk out.
So.
There are many rocks here.
Yep.
These stones look like faces.
Oh, they kind of do.
These stones resemble those on Earth, on Easter Island.
Stone monoliths of faces are a common artistic expression in evolving cultures.
Like the faces on Vandu, too. Even
Vincent
the animal
Mosher.
face art of the
Yeah!
Orion post-decadence
He's
movement
metal.
is similar.
I like him.
I never realized the Orions ever got past decadence. They hadn't the last time I was there.
I bet, McCoy. I bet.
This is the planet Proxtrae, currently 600,000 kilometers from this moon. This looks like a heavy-duty security door built into the side of a hill on this moon.
Let's go to the door then.
Captain, I'm afraid we got a wee problem here.
What is it, Scotty?
There is some sort of virus in the main computer. Our phasers and tractor beams have been disabled, and there's no way we're getting them back in 3 hours.
There goes our backup plan. Do what you can, Mr. Scott.
Aye, I will, Captain. I may yet have a trick or two that I can pull, but don't count on any miracles.
Isolate that virus. That's your #1 priority.
That it is, Captain. We'll keep you informed. Scott out.
Just running a quick look because it did say something. Can we leave this screen? So I'm keeping an eye on the walkthrough because this mission was exceptionally tricky as to the various things. It wasn't particularly, like I say, that whole looking up things in the computer
The
was
rocks have a high
quite
quantity
risky.
of triphosphorus silver
So
in them.
it's always worth looking at.
Large quantities of atmosphere are being circulated through these rocks. I would guess there are storage units within this satellite which are constantly replacing the atmosphere that is lost because of this moon's weak gravity.
Which means that this moon might still be inhabited, Mr. Spock.
We have detected no signs of life, Captain, but the possibility does exist. The rocks have a high quantity of triphosphorus silver in them.
You retrieve a rock.
I threw a rock at it. Right, so...
This heavy-duty door has taken numerous micrometeorite strikes but still appears solid. A lens sits above the doorway, but is it mere decoration?
Probably not.
It looks like some sort of display panel. This is a keypad that looks functional.
So this is where you had to look that up. So if we look at that picture, we'll try the one for 99. So what was it? 0 to 100. Hey.
Ah, that worked. I see you deduced that 10200 in the Lucre's Base 3 was equal to their sacred number 99.
Well, let's go.
A security lock, Captain.
This appears to be some sort of security lock. This appears to be some...
Report, Scotty. How are things going?
About as badly as a killed in a blast furnace, Captain.
Oh, well-known Scottish phrase, badly as a killed in a... Actually, I quite like that.
The virus came from our sensor sweep of the moon's computers. We believe we have analyzed the memory sectors it attacked.
Well done, Uhura.
I wish I could take credit for it. It was Mr. Kyle who found the pattern. We are attacking it with antivirus programs.
Space Norton.
Computer science sounds more like medicine every day.
If we had a doctor as good with computers as you are with patients, we'd be having a lot fewer problems.
Finally, someone who appreciates me.
Keep working at it, Uhura. Kirk out.
So it's worth remembering that when this game was made, computer viruses are still new. You could pick them up from every part of the internet. You had to be dealing in dodgy software to actually get those. Quite a quaint historical thing from the 90s for those of you too young.
A computer terminal. Each word in the Lucre language has 3 aspects: submissive, neutral, and aggressive, to supply connotation to their language. A keypad in Base 3. This looks like some kind of security lock with heavy-duty doors on both ends. The door has some strange writing on it.
I'm going to try scanning the door.
A computer terminal, Captain. It uses the Lucre alphabet. I think I can decipher it. This door is similar to the one on the outside of the secure lock, except that it has not weathered over the years. Electrical panels indicate the keypad on the right controls the door. The interior of the security lock is unremarkable and well preserved.
There we go. Let's go for...
The console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base. Codename, Scythe. This base has been operational for the past week. It has completed 1 successful fire mission. Estimation of success is at 22 over 100.
22%? That's very low. Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in Base 3, 22 divided by 100 is equivalent to 8 out of 9, or 88%. I would think that quite satisfactory, given this base's probable mission of destroying the soft forces on Proxtree.
It says the base has been operational for a week, but this
sure.
has been here for 1,000 years.
If the Lucres built this base with
That's
a
kind of why I
clock
wish I
that
did
told
voices,
the time
'cause
by
then I would
measuring
give
the
him-
moon's rotational speed, or the gravitational forces generated by Proxtree and the sun, the computer may have calculated only a week of time has passed since its first action. I might be able to learn more with another look at the console. There is a substantial amount of data here, but in summary, Scythe was created by the Lucres as a launching platform for missiles to keep the Softs subjugated to their influence. The Softs managed to infiltrate the base. However, their actions triggered Scythe's auto-attack mechanisms and initiated a holocaust that nearly annihilated the planet. One soft strike did, in fact, hit the moon and deflected it from its orbit. It has been dormant since then.
So why has the base been activated again?
Given the damage to the moon, its slow rotation and orbit, it has never realized the war is over. On this pass, for the first time, it has detected radio wave transmissions from Proxtree. Because it does not recognize them, it assumes the Softs are still active. Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a god to the people down there. If we destroy it, we will violate the Prime Directive.
Spock is right, Bones. Spock, what are the chances that we could decode the transmission and send a stop code to the base?
In trinary or decimal?
Spock!
1.327 million to 1, provided the archaeological studies about Lucre's languages are correct. Our other option is to get into this base and see if we can bring the computers down.
Oh, right. Well. Right. I also can't see where they get it, but the code's 122.
Fascinating. If the Federation language studies were correct, the ideograph for the word Scythe in the Lucre's language is the 17th symbol in their alphabet that corresponds to 122 in base 3.
They're like bullseye puzzles, really. So, let's run a quick save.
Save new game. Replace
Since we're here, so let's go in.
Captain, we have a cure for the computer virus.
Well done, Uhura.
I modified Cathral-C to exclusively attack the Lucre virus. They annihilated each other, Captain.
Fascinating, Lieutenant.
The Klingons aren't going to be happy to learn that they helped us. How about the phasers and tractor beams?
We may get the tractor beams online in time, Captain. I'm afraid even the backup phaser transmission codes were affected. We could destroy some missiles manually, but if this complex decides to launch more than 10 missiles at a time...
Understood. The ball is in our court. We'll give it our best shot. Kirk out.
I like the way Uhura's getting a lot to do in this. So yeah, again, I always apologise in this game that there's not much of me talking. Might be a good thing, might not be. We can't tell. But yeah, like I say, the computer virus stuff is a little time capsule of the 90s, isn't it? First time I heard of them, someone called it the computer virus, like there was one. And yes, back when you didn't have to worry about the internet pouring a whole load of things onto it. So let's have a look around.
There are a few stress fractures on this beam, but it still looks to be quite sturdy. This door appears to be very solid. This panel is designed to receive an ID card to make the door open.
Alright, so we're going to find an ID card. This I can do. I'm going to quickly scan some stuff.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Thanks, Spock.
This door is made from remarkably dense alloys. Even our most powerful phaser rifle or welder would not be able to penetrate it.
Good door.
The thing must be almost as tough as a starship hull.
Indeed, Ensign, and considerably thinner. A remarkable achievement in metallurgical engineering. This panel has a slot in it rather than a keypad. The slot bears traces of triphosphorus silver, and power is currently running to it. I am recording the pattern of this lock into my tricorder.
Oh, we're going to have to make a card. Right, nothing else we can scan. Let's go and have a wander around the base. Because I think this is part of it. You need to sometimes know a thing before you can do a thing.
Can't say I like the decor.
The Lucres did not leave behind many examples of their architecture.
I can see why.
Captain, with the 3K AG content of the surface rocks and the tricorder scan of the pattern inside the lock, I believe the laser drill can be used to fashion the ID card needed to open the sealed door in the other chamber. The drill is unremarkable, except its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place. A storage box of some kind. I detect no dangerous substances. I used the keycard pattern scanned from the lock to program the drill. It should now be able to make a template of the keycard in the rock.
This box contains old wire and connectors.
Let's have them. Okay, so I suppose...
These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional.
Alright. That'll be 3. Yeah.
This technology is cruder and less efficient than the rest of the complex, Captain.
Alright, so... We've got a rock here, don't we? Right, and then we go... See what we've done.
This is a keycard made from the triphosphorate silver rock.
Let's be having it. Right, so we've now got a keycard, so we should be able to go back here. Hopefully get this done. So I'm guessing that we're now wanting to use the keycard on this, since we made it.
This appears to be the brain of Scythe. There are 2 identical but isolated computers that communicate with a third, which controls the launch of missiles.
Alright, let's have a look. Let's have a scan around a bit.
A crude uranium-235 nuclear device with lithium-beryllium shells to increase heavy particle fallout. A crude uranium-235... This computer directly controls the missile launch system. There is no way to interface with it directly, but the other 2 computers are accessible. This computer is functional and performing an average 0.75 million operations per second. This computer is functional and performing an average 1.2 million operations per second.
Let's see what Spock can do.
Welcome to Scythe Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.31 hours adjusted.
Oh, he's moving there.
Welcome to Scythe Operations Center, Alpha Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 3.21 hours adjusted.
Captain, something is wrong with the computers. They may be twins, but they are not.
Thanks, Ensign Marshall. You're useful.
They are out of sync, Captain. I have to assume the Alpha unit has a virus, which is using up an incredible amount of computing time.
They report different optimum launch times, which is right.
Given the elliptical orbit and the range at which they will pass Proxtree, the Omega unit is correct, but the window is very narrow. A variation of minutes will mean the missiles run out of fuel and fall
I think I know what we're going to do now.
into the sun.
Can you reprogram the Lucre's computer to give us that time, Mr. Spock?
Reprogramming an old alien computer is not simple, Captain. The odds against success are 10,000
I'll just hook my MacBook up to it.
to 1 against. To
Too bad all Omega here couldn't just take a sick day and miss the firing.
Because the two machines are isolated, the virus did not spread from one to the other.
If we could only bridge them.
What, with wire? So that'll be on the...
The connector snaps into place.
Right.
Welcome to Scythe Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.54 hours. Adjusted.
The launched missiles will run out of fuel before they reach Prox-Tree. They will drift into the sun and burn up.
Kirk to Enterprise, how are the transporters, Scotty?
They're operational again, Captain. We're ready to bring you back at any time.
Bring us home.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Proxima 3 and evaluate your performance at 96%. You and your crew received 3
That's not bad,
commendation
but you know,
points.
100% of the
The
last
top
one.
brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
Hard to believe that Earth came so close to the brink itself.
Vulcans, too. Both, in the end, looked into the abyss and came to the only logical conclusion.
Logic? Humans? I'm dreaming, Jim.
Sometimes it is harder and braver to make peace rather than war.
Sounds like emotion had its part to play in a positive sense, too.
I don't know about you, but I'd like to bid an emotional goodbye to Alpha Proxima myself.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Sulu.
So, Prime Directive, didn't we just interfere anyway? But, yeah. Prime Directive's a bit woolly. So, I think this next one's the last episode, so... well...
Captain's log. We are arriving at the last known position of the USS Republic, which reported that it was under attack 12 hours ago.
Captain, the ship's sensors have picked up what appears to be a starship. Minimal life support, minimal engine power, and only 2 life forms, one on the bridge, the other in sickbay. Both appear to be gravely injured. It is the Republic.
At least we don't have to warp there. Ooh, blimey.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
I am preparing an information packet for Starfleet. Shall I send it or wait for you to return?
Send it now. If a hostile ship arrives, head immediately for Starbase 24. Wait until we get back. No sense giving Starfleet incomplete information. If anyone else arrives, beam us aboard and raise shields immediately. Send it now. If a hostile ship arrives, head immediately for Starbase 24.
My God, Jim, what kind of butcher would do something like this?
I don't know, Bones. We're too far from the Klingon and Romulan borders for it to be one of their ships.
Enterprise to Captain Kirk.
Kirk here. What is it, Scott?
We picked up a distress signal. It appears a trading vessel is having a wee bit of trouble with their warp drive. What condition is the Republic in?
It's a mess, Scotty.
He sounds sarcastic
Life support's
there.
functioning, but that's about it.
I've done a primary scan of the Republic's systems. Main and auxiliary power is out. Life support is stable. I also read that communications are operable.
Should we beam you back, Captain?
Do the sensors read any other ships in the sector?
Besides the trade vessel, this sector is clear, sir.
Mr. Scott, we will continue here. Assist the trade ship and return here. If we need assistance, we'll contact you.
You sure you'll be all right, Captain?
Yes, Scotty, just don't take too long. Kirk out. Well, gentlemen, let's see if we can re-establish power.
Jim, don't forget. There's another survivor on board. We've got to find him.
Right, so I will leave it here. So yeah, that was, again, apologies to this one, there's not much me talking, or, good thing with this one, there's not much me talking. I actually got it done in the one go, but there will be a couple of cuts in it. Yeah, all I to say is, I'll leave it here. Hopefully I'll get this thing finished and I'll actually get this packed off. So, I do have some ideas for the next series. I might do a couple of randoms, but I'm either going to look at Riven or carry on. My most likely thing at the moment for the next story is to carry on with Wing Commander and find something else to drop in now and again. And that way the episodes kind of phase together. So all that remains to say is I hope if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to talk to me at all, you can leave comments in the comments. But also, if you want to see me on Twitter, I am at Pieman70, capital P, capital M, and the number 70. So, until the next time, I hope you look forward to another Pieman Plays, which will probably be this, because I can finish it. But until then, bye for now.